hypothyroid. Okay, so now we go down here. And this muscle right here is the
Pectoantebrachialis.
not quite. That is the
Pectoralis.
clavodeltoid. This one that goes here is the pectoantebrachialis, and it's going to be in front of the clavodeltoid. All right, so you've got that one. This muscle right here, and I'm trying to show you these from different venues. This muscle right here, which goes here and up across there, which one is that?
Pectoralis major.
Pectoralis major. What's the origin of the pectoralis major?
The sternum.
The sternum, and the insertion is the humerus. And you can follow the muscle. That might be helpful in doing these, is to actually follow the muscle on that. So pectoralis major. What about this one?
Pectoralis minor.
Pectoralis minor. Okay. And then this is the Xiphi humoralis. Right, Xiphi humoralis. Okay. This one is the epitrochlearis. All right. What's this muscle right here? Biceps brachii. All right. This one right here, and we're looking at it from a different angle, but this one right here is the long head triceps brachii. So we'll go ahead now and just turn this over. So this is the lateral head, and this is the medial head. So what's this muscle right here then? Brachialis, which attaches to the brachioradialis. All right. Now, looking at these, again, this is the clavodeltoid. All right. Then this would be the acromiodeltoid, and then the spinodeltoid. Clavodeltoid, acromiodeltoid, spinodeltoid, levator scapulae. All right. So this muscle right here is the clavotrapezius. This one that I've kind of cut away here, but it actually goes here and across, is the acromiotrapezius. This would be the spinotrapezius. What's this muscle right here? Latissimus dorsi. All right. What's the fascia here? Lumbodorsal fascia. Okay. So these muscles here would be on the dorsal side, kind of gluteus medius, gluteus maximus, caudofemoralis. Right. Medius maximus, caudofemoralis. Good. All right. So now we'll go back to here again. The fascia here is the linea alba. This muscle is the external oblique. So this would be the internal oblique. Goes that way. And then the transverse abdominis. Okay, so you have those. And the muscle under here is the rectus abdominis. All right. Now, continuing on and looking at some of the muscles of the legs. What's this muscle right here? No. Sartorius. This is the gracilis. This one would be the tensor fasciolata. This one right here would be the tensor fasciolata. All right? So then you look at you reflect these back, and you can see some of these others. So we'll start on this end. This is the pectineus, adductor longus. Pectineus, adductor longus, adductor femoris. That's the larger muscle. Then you have semimembranosus. This guy right here that's cut is the semitendinosus. Right. So if we flip these over, then you have the biceps femoris. So now these are the ones that you're referring to the hamstring. The biceps femoris, semitendinosus, semimembranosus, adductor femoris, adductor longus, pectineus. All right. Okay. Vastus lateralis. So what's this one? Medialis. Rectus femoris. Not to be confused with rectus abdominis. Okay. All right. That's the hot dog, right? That's the hot dog. Okay. So now what we need to look at will be the interior muscles, and I'll go ahead and just run through those, the more deep ones. Some of you did these last week. I've got a little mnemonic that's on the board that hopefully will be helpful with that as well. Oh, one other one we forgot was the iliopsoas, and the iliopsoas, I think you can see it.
On the top side of the face, right?
Yeah, it's actually more on this side, so you can see it actually right in here. That one right there. It's actually on the lateral side, so it's deep. It's deep, but it's going to be that particular one as well. All right. So then you look at that. So now we go to the leg muscles, the lower leg muscles. And if we're going laterally, we can look at it from there. Okay, so right here you have tibialis anterior, and then they split here. And you'll have to, when you dissect this out, you're going to have to get the fascia off. And once you get the fascia off, then you can see that. Then you have extensor digitorum longus. Then you have fibularis or peroneus, soleus, and gastrocnemius. Okay, a little mnemonic that's on the board. You could use the sentence, teach every person or fool something good. All right. So tibialis anterior would be teach. Then every extensor digitorum longus, person or fool would be peroneus or fibularis, soleus something, and then good, gastrocnemius. All right, on the fibularis peroneus, you just need to know the group. There's several muscles of that, but you just need to know the group, like fibularis or peroneus. There's actually a couple muscles in that, but you're just held for that. All right?
That be on
What's
the
that?
Practical?
What about it?
Is that like a choice?
You can put either one. You can put either one. You don't have to put both. No, fibularis might be easier to remember because it goes with the fibula. Okay. Okay. So now we go to these up here, and I've got some of this on the PowerPoint, but my slides are not that great, so we'll just look at some of these. So one of the things you're going to be doing today, if you haven't already done this, is you're going to have to cut into this muscle, which is what? This is the, not clavo, but the acromiotrapezius. So remember, it's actually covering, think of the acromion process, it's actually covering the scapula. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to cut this muscle back. You're going to also have to reflect away the, you're going to also have to reflect away the latissimus dorsi, okay? And then look at it from there, all right? So, so if you look at these, then on the lateral side, think of the parts of the bone. That you have the supraspinous fossa and the infraspinous fossa on the scapula. So now our terms are the same. So up here you have supraspinatus. Right here you have infraspinatus, and then teres major. All right, supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres major. This muscle right here then is what?
External interface.
Nope. No, teres minor is actually right here.
Oh.
Okay. So it's actually, this is actually this muscle. It's the same muscle right here, which is the
Deltoid?
spinodeltoid. Right, spinodeltoid. So this is actually the spinodeltoid that's coming in here, and then right here's your acromiodeltoid. So they're attaching there at that part of the scapula. All right. So you can actually see that. So this is your latissimus dorsi. Then you'll also need to expose the area on the inside. This one is not in your lab book, but on this underside it's called the subscapularis. Subscapularis. All right. You have a couple muscles that you need. Again, the rhomboideus group. You don't need to know the specific. The only specific one you need to know is one called rhomboideus capitis. Okay. And then these are your rhomboids or rhomboideus. Either would be fine. All right. So that's going to be the inside. This muscle right here is the splenius, and that's the one that's bordering the spinal column. All right. So the splenius is that one. All right. Then you go over to this side, and I think some of you did expose some of these. And you have this one that's shaped like a fan, which is the serratus ventralis. And in humans, that is what? That will be serratus anterior in humans. So you have serratus ventralis. In humans, it's going to be serratus anterior. And then right here you have the scalenes. All right? You have your scalene muscles. All right? Then you have here your external intercostals. They will give you some instructions in the lab book on how to get to those. Okay, so as you're reading through that, they tell you basically the locations there. So you have these, which are your external intercostals. And I think that's it. Am I missing any? Okay. Remember as you're going through these,